Hello, eavesdroppers. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you all are feeling like $1,000,000. All right, on today's episode, we are looking into Gucci Mane and his wife, Keyshia Ka'oir. Is he being spirit cooked? Is there some spirit cooking going on between the two of them? Is it love or is it a spell? Everything I say in this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I have no proof. This is just for fun. Take it with a grain of salt. All right, eavesdroppers, let's get into this reading. Spirit, show me the energy. Keyshia Ka'oir, what are her intentions with her husband? What is the nature of the relationship from her point of view? All right, we have North Node, we have Faith, and we have Trusted. Okay, it looks like her intention, she prays a lot for him. Number 46, 22, and 50 are here. She feels like she's put him on his best path. She's prayed a lot for him for the relationship. She feels like he's much better now that he has her in his life. Okay, we have Confusion and Illusions. Number 58. Okay, we have going through soul activation, soul shock activation, and chakras aligned. It looks like her intentions may be very good. Okay, it does look like a lot of praying, a lot of meditating on her end. There's a masculine here, and there's a feminine entity behind him in spirit that's helping him to go through a soul shock activation. So she's like, I'm here to help my husband be a better person. Show me more. All right, we have mending the relationship and please help poverty. Number 37. Yeah, so they've been through periods of breakups, makeups, but she feels like this is her person. She wants to work through things with him. Show me Gucci's side. We have Obsession, number 83. All right, we have the Ice King. That is the King of Swords. Gucci Mane is an Aquarius. That is the King of Swords. We have Burying the Hatchet, Forgiveness. We have Change. We have Unexpected Income and Financial Windfall. He feels like he's doing very well having her by his side. We're going to look a little deeper, though. This could just be the surface level. Okay, we have the Rising Star, number 77, and we have God is raining down spiritual and material abundance. So again, he's living his best life with his wife. The bottom of the deck, we have Using Divination to Spy. Okay, now we get to it. And we have a Bag Lady carrying old emotional trauma and abandonment, number 82. Okay, so it looks like maybe Keyshia does consult someone who does work for her. Maybe helps her when she's dealing with trauma. Looks like she has a practitioner. Okay. Let's dig deeper. All right. Miss Keyshia Ka'oir, show me things from your point of view. Keyshia Ka'oir. Okay, we have rushing things. Rushing things. There's a couple here getting married, rushing through the romance. Hit pause and let things simmer. Good things take time, and so does lasting love. Saying they rushed into the marriage? We have no strings attached. It starts with no strings, but even the most casual ties can tangle fast when the boundaries get blurred. They feel like they rushed into this. She feels like they did. We have projections. Not everything you feel is a fact. Sometimes your mind is filling in blanks with old stories. We have a bad connection. Just because you were meant to meet doesn't mean you were meant to stay. Some soul contracts are made to expire. Saying the soul contract will expire. We have the single life. Embrace your independence, expand your horizons, and enjoy the solo journey. When you're your best self, you attract the best. There may be some reservation on her part. We have a toxic talk here and walking away from the marriage. Yeah. She's pointing out the party scene and that they do have a mind connection. She's pointing out the marriage vows, but saying that there is someone new. And there's a scarcity wound here in a family feud. So there's something going on behind the scenes with the family. Let's get Gucci's side of things. Looks like the way they're talking to each other, something's going on behind the scenes. There are 4 people involved here. Gucci, from your side, what do you have to say? He said there's a court date coming up that's rooted in rage. You're not unhealed for feeling angry. What if your rage is here to restore your boundaries and not destroy your peace? So they could be, I don't know, they could be having arguments, disagreements, maybe even conversations about breaking up. We have the same page and a curated image. It's saying that what we see is not necessarily what the truth is. Like I said, the surface. On the surface, they look like a power couple. They look very healthy and happy for each other. But it's saying that every post is polished. Every angle is calculated. And don't get distracted by the highlight reel. Okay. Confirmation. Confirmation with the background noise. All right, we have double trauma. You're both hurting. But hurt people don't always heal each other. Sometimes they just pass the wound back and forth. We have bad blood between them from Fuchi's point of view. It says you may think you're over it, but the resentment is still writing scripts in your subconscious. And there's secrets and lies here. Not everything here is what it seems. Lies, omissions, or double lies could be distorting the connection. Bottom of the deck, we have family pressure. This relationship isn't just between the two of you anymore. Too many outside voices are shaping what should be private. There's something going on with blood relatives, family, when it comes to the two of them. Okay. All right, let's get more. Show me more about this connection. All right, so we have here the shamanic journey. Connect with your spirit guides and ancestors. Their wisdom supports and enriches your journey. And we have pioneers, pushing boundaries, leading the way to discover new solutions and think outside the box. And both of these people have a calling on their lives to be in the spotlight. They were born for this. They were born to shine. They were born to be stars. Obviously, they could be into ancestor veneration here. Show me more. We have the oracle guidance. I feel like they may be getting some kind of counseling right now. It says to seek advice from wise mentors or trusted sources. Their guidance can shed light on your current situation. All right. We have the harvester. Ooh-wee. All right. This is an unexpected truth shall soon be revealed, necessitating a reassessment of trust. The devil is here. It says assess your relationship. So yeah, it feels like they may be going through something right now. Show me more. Is this spirit cooking or spiritual connection? Okay, we have relax. A spontaneous getaway will recharge your energy and renew your spirit. We have mind your step. This is about taking a trip, renewing your essence, and exercising caution and assessing risk. There's unpredictable situations that could lead to falls. And then we have money waves. The waves of greed are perilous and deep. Avoid the allure of quick gain. Yeah, it feels like they may be having a bit of reservations here about the marriage or how quickly they entered the marriage. Even though they were together for years, there's something about them not being fully ready when they got married. We had the veil of illusion. Be wary of illusions and false appearances. Trust your instincts to see through deceit. And there's like a really demonic energy here. Pay attention to signs and messages from the universe. They are offering you guidance and clarity. Okay. There's something in their connection that's very superficial, materialistic, and what's connecting them is this harvester. Again, it's sitting here like the devil. Now, that could be their own lower selves. That could be ego. That could be pride. That could be materialism. There's a lot of focus on money in this relationship. Let's move on to the next deck. Mane and Keyshia Ka'oir. Okay, we have they are sweating like a sinner in church. They have guilt, remorse, nerves, worry, confession, coming clean, apology, and integration needed. Number 19. There's a lot of hidden truths here. We have the swamp angel, nuisance, provocation, gossip, hassle, freeloading, and opportunism. Number 27. Okay, we have I'll get around to it. So there's some kind of delays here, putting something off. What's the rush? This could also be pointing to rushing into the relationship, waiting, inspired action only, trust, relax, and allow things to flow. And then they're both running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I'm very busy, overwhelmed, frenzy, deadline, stress, chaos, refocus, and redo for your best results. Number 16. There's something they're trying to avoid here. Saying the situation is getting too big for them, but they're leaving it to fate. There's still affection between the two of them with "give me some sugar," but someone is drinking or indulging in something with 3 sheets to the wind, blowing off steam, rebellion, merriment, overindulgence, and escape, maybe escaping through the music, the money, the materialism. Okay, let's move on. Next deck, Mane and his wife Keyshia Ka'oir. Okay, we have running errands, practicality, provision, self-sufficiency, efficiency, management, and the daily ride, momentum, independent, self-propelled, freedom, and clarity. Someone wants freedom. We have the celestial perspective, wonder, solitude, vast introspection. All right, we have lost in the crowd and a bedtime story, a connection, imagination, comfort, decompression, restoration, overwhelm, patience, serenity, anonymity, and external control. It feels like Gucci feels lost here. He feels like he's lost his identity. He feels like there's something that she does to rock him back to sleep here with this bedtime story. There's a lot of mothering. There's a routine here. Maybe they're getting bored with the routine. He is an Aquarius man. Aquarius men are usually the type that likes spontaneity and freedom. Feel like he wants his freedom. Okay, he's putting out the Ice Queen. He came out as the Ice King. She's coming out as the Ice Queen. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. He is an Aquarius. And we have a romantic gesture showing me the proposal. Okay, what else? All right, we have confusion and turmoil. I miss you, long distance and regret. We have spiritual awakening, intuition, and we have anger, arguments, and conflict. So they're not seeing eye to eye here. Bottom of the deck, we have threes of crowd. There's another person here that somebody is missing. There's a woman missing a man. We have the twin flame journey. We have time to relax and rest. And we have lies, deception, and secrecy. Somebody's being deceptive. April 15th is showing up here. It says days, weeks. Something is about to pay off and to know your worth. Okay, so we have someone here who's chasing. There's an attachment seeking validation. Looks like the woman here is chasing. We have gambling, but working on it. Something is happening this summer where they're expanding and they're in more high vibrational energy. Okay. Well, I'll get to the juicy part in just a moment. Mane and Keyshia Ka'oir. All right. We have a to-do list, gratitude log, count the good out loud. We have abundance, echoes, what you notice. Gratitude keeps the doors open. And we have letting go. Stop rereading old chapters. Open palms invite better endings. Closure is self-made. There's a man here. He just wants to be free. Showing up as the number 17. That is the star energy. Okay? And he is an Aquarius. That's Aquarius energy. The star wants to be free. As he's getting older, he's getting more settled, but there's something about him wanting to be free. Maybe he feels like there's too much expected of him with this to-do list. Maybe she gives him a lot of responsibilities, things to do. And they are living an abundant, prosperous lifestyle, but the number 21 is here. That's the world card, conclusions, Capricorn energy. She is a Capricorn. Also Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. It feels like there's some cycle in their life that's closing out. We have the jackpot here. Again, they feel very fortunate to be in the position they are financially. It says it's never luck, it's timing. Meeting readiness, preparation creates miracles. Number 49. Yeah, so again, they live an abundant, prosperous life, but there's some part of him that wants freedom. Okay. Okay, let's get a few more decks here. Mane and Keyshia Ka'oir. Okay, we have a man wearing a mask. He says, I'm fine, because he's suppressing, he's numbing. There's a facade here. He says, tears. What tears? He's in denial, emotional leak, and pretense. Okay. We have shadow work. Tomorrow, maybe. This is what they're putting off. They won't do their shadow work. All right, it says here, resistance, spiritual procrastination, and then we have it's too much at the bottom of the deck. Overstimulation, panic, and mental overload. He does suffer from mental health issues, and he's trying not to lose it here. He wants some peace. pointing out the industry too. Something in the industry is getting to him. Okay, we just have 2 more decks. And some tarot. Mane and Keyshia Ka'oir. Alright, we have no. Making a final effort, falling away, and withering. There's something going on in this relationship behind the scenes. Okay, we have mediate. Again, counseling is going on here. Reconciliation, tolerance, understanding. It came out in reverse. It feels like maybe the counseling is not working. Okay, we have here, feels right, good idea, aligned with your values. And then we have resurrect old ideas, breathe new life into it. So they're trying to push through and keep fighting for the relationship, but like counseling is not even working. Okay, we have the light here. Healing, health, and care. All right, we have yes, insight and wisdom guide your choices. This is someone trying to give them guidance. We have yes, it's a good investment, getting paid and saving up. There's a lot of materialism in this relationship. Give me one more. We have the crow. Now the crow shows up and something is dying off. We have independence, thanking, and reminders. He wants freedom. It says he's going through an awakening, consciousness, and revelation with the sunrise. There's something he's seeing that he doesn't like here. Is someone she's talking to, maybe even this counselor that they are dealing with is someone that she found. It's a woman, okay? And maybe he's not in agreement with this particular kind of counseling because maybe it's giving her too much control over the relationship. We're going to move on to the next deck of cards. Bullshit, how do you feel about your wife? Do you feel like you're under a spell? Is everything on the up and up in this relationship? He's pointing out his early 20s. He says safe haven. She's a safe haven? Okay, he's talking about being near a body of water is important. He's pointing out a vacation, rejuvenation, and taking a break. I do feel like they're trying to, maybe the honeymoon phase has ended for them. They've been married now for what, about 9 years, I think? 8 or 9 years, if I'm not mistaken. So it does feel like maybe they've hit that point in a relationship there. He could even be going through midlife crisis, the energy of feeling like he's missing something. Although he knows that she's a safe space for him, at least he feels that way. But it is important to note that the safe haven card is the 4 of Swords, and that can be altar work, that can be spiritual work. Show me more. Okay, what does he say here? He said that he needs male bonding. He wants friendships. He wants to socialize. He wants to be in community with other people. He needs emotional and moral support. He feels like, hey, respect me like I respect you. I want to enjoy my friend's company. I want to take time out to spend with people that I love and trust. Bachelor party energy, a guy's trip, hanging out. He said he's fighting fire with fire. Again, I'm seeing a lot of arguments here behind the scenes. Okay, this is Aquarius energy, Venus in Aquarius. Saturn in Leo, this is a tit-for-tat energy, not seeing eye to eye, argumentative energy, winning at all costs. There's some kind of melodrama. So they have the energy here where they're both fired up people when they get to arguing with one another. They could say things that are really cruel to each other, but he says she's still home. We have home sweet home here. Okay, so the 4 of Wands, he still feels a sense of belonging with her. Are you afraid to leave? Like, are you under some kind of spell? All right, so he said a hiatus. Again, he wants a time out. He wants some time to himself. 4 of Swords energy, Hermit energy, Hangman energy. He wants some downtime. He wants a sabbatical. Maybe he's saying he wants to seek a safe haven away from her. He wants to put a project or a person on the back burner. He wants time apart to soul search and have deep introspection. He wants to walk away to regroup. He needs a moment to pause, a respite. Show me more. Okay, he said the takeover. He says there's domination here. He needs time to get the upper hand. He wants to have the upper hand again. He feels like she's in control. 2 more. Okay, he said his back is against the wall and he's defensive. He feels like the underdog. He feels back into a corner, defensive. And he's standing his ground because he was left no choice. And he said that he's a glutton for punishment, or she is. Someone is hard-headed, refusing to listen or learn lessons. So they're learning the hard way. This person doesn't believe shit stinks. This is negative patterns on repeat and the failure to learn a lesson. And he says, I'm uncheckable. I am above reproach, or he's saying this about her. He's top of the food chain, in power, in control, authority figure. He is the powers that be. An executive decision is being made. He feels like he wants to be the man. This is the emperor. There's someone else he's curious about, could be on social media. He's saying that there's some allegations here, and he's reviewing the past, or he may be getting someone to watch her, or he's watching her. He's trying to stay calm, though. Okay. He says she speaks in absolute. She sees things in black and white. There's no gray area. Okay. Keyshia, from your point of view, what do you have to say about the connection? Okay. She's talking about what he's eating for dinner. She wants him to clean up his diet. She wants him to eat to live, not live to eat. Okay, so she feels like she likes to be in control. There's gluttony and greed here and overindulgence. All right, and she says she's going to fight to the bitter end. She's showing up as the Nine of Wands, Moon in Sagittarius. So she said, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to put in the maximum effort. I'm going to fight for this. Okay. Okay, so she's showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. She is a Capricorn. She's talking about the spending, the money, the practicality, taking care of the home front, being very domesticated, cooking for him. He has to watch his food. He has to watch his food because she's the one preparing his food. She says she was really big on preparing his food. She doesn't want anyone else preparing his meals for him. Something's going on with the cooking. Speaking of spirit cooking, there is something going on here. The Queen of Pentacles is a kitchen witch. She's a green witch. She's a white witch. She dibbles and dabbles in magic. Usually when she's in the upright, she's doing practical magic. She's doing something that is of the light. However, there's something going on with this food here. It gives me that, you know, now the ones is I'm going to do whatever I need to do to hold on to you. Show me more. Okay, we have Peter Pan syndrome. There's some immaturity she feels with him. She feels like he's perpetually a man-child. Okay. She gives him a lot of validation. She said the covenant has been broken. I'm wondering if he has stepped out. Two of Cups reversed. She's pointing out a breakup, a divorce, disharmony, tension, trust issues, and focusing on self-love. And she said is up and is stuck, holding a grudge, unforgiveness. She is the Ice Queen. Okay, so this is a beef that's going to last for a long time. There's bitterness and bad blood. So bad blood came out in the other cards, but that could be familial issues as well. Oh yeah, she says here, he's once a cheat, always a cheat. The Death card, Scorpio energy in reverse. She said past behaviors is the best predictor of future behavior. Repeat negative patterns and refusing to learn a lesson. So there's something, yeah, we have monogamy here. That's a struggle for him. But she's still holding on with fortitude. She feels like he's her person. The color purple may be significant. She said it's someone you least expect, and she still sees him as someone she has a loving connection with. But we have Ropadove here. She's saying that she is going to weaken her competition, her opposition. She's 2 steps ahead of the competition, getting the last laugh. She's setting a booby trap, a diversion tactic, and setting someone up for failure. There's something going on with the family. What's going on with the family? She said a bull in a china shop. A tower moment is happening. So she's tapping into the supernatural to program him, using a stranger. She needs him to calm down and to fall back into the program. But she feels like he's fighting back. She's pointing out the money and courthouse drama shows up again. But she says, I'm going to win this. This is my man. I'm not letting him go. The second house is here, Taurus, Venus. Grounded, practical, stable, material possessions, money, value, success, and income. Focus on your personal finances, material possessions, and concept of value at this time. But someone is infiltrating. There's someone trying to interfere in the relationship. She's saying there's a third party. But she's staying calm here. She's alchemizing. She's refusing to be desperate. And she says people are talking about this. She's pointing out an elevator. Now, what's going on with the kissing cousins? Was he ever accused of dealing with a cousin? I know that there is a rapper who was accused of dating his own cousin. I don't know if it was Gucci Mane, but she's saying that there is some evidence that she has. But she's collecting evidence. Okay, we have the number 7788, the angel number. New opportunities, prosperity, and the spiritual growth. You're being encouraged to trust your intuition and embrace change. Saying that she's considering maybe going her own way as well. Something about a breakup and splitting the assets down the middle. That doesn't make sense because she's trying to hold on to the relationship as well. This could be him wanting to leave. She says she has ammunition against him. What else? She said that's subject to change, the Wheel of Fortune. She's going to wheel this situation back in her favor. She likes living the high life. She likes the flashiness. She likes being extra, overspending, trying to impress others with trinkets, often average and overpriced items. She's ungrounded and seeking attention, trying to keep up with the Joneses but can't afford to. She's blowing money on trivial things, and as a result, her house is a madhouse. The Ten of Cups reversed. There's a dysfunctional home, shattered dreams, talks of divorce, not having shared values, misaligned values. And she's pointing out that he is her life partner, but there's a point that she's made to tell him, I'm not going anywhere. The Queen of Swords, she said, look, you're going to either win with me or you're going to lose without me. It says she's either currently connected to the person or soon will be. They are nothing like anyone you've ever dated. They are the real deal. Being with them is unproblematic and easy. You are being cared for and loved properly with no drama. And they are here to stay. She said, I made my point. This is who I am. And you have to accept that. Queen of Swords, she's assertive. She feels like she's the voice of reason. She loves being in control. Let's get some tarot. What is Keyshia's feelings on the future of this relationship? The Six of Swords. The Four of Cups reverse. The Fool card. The Five of Wands. Again, there is conflict between them two. But she's saying it doesn't matter if we fight. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I still love you. I still want to be with you. They are going through a tower moment, but the Ace of Cups follows that. And the Temperance card, which is reconciliation. So again, she's like, I'm not going anywhere. Times do feel a bit heavy on her with the Ten of Wands, but she loves the lifestyle that they have together, so she's willing to fight for it. She loves the money that they make together. She loves that they are a power couple, showing up as a Six of Pentacles. She feels like I still love him, even though we're going through whatever we're going through, because there's something going on. Okay, and she's pointing out that we will have a new start here. You know, we have our moments, but my desire is to come back together with the Four of Cups reversed and the Six of Swords. Let's move to calmer waters. Let's heal. Okay, so she's not giving up on him, but I'm interested to see what he feels. All right, Gucci. What are your future predictions, feelings about this relationship? Okay, we have the Star, Aquarius energy. We have the Chariot. We have the Hermit card, and we have the Six of Swords. He's saying, I'm going to fight for my connection too, but I need time to myself. He's trying to figure something out here. He feels like he's lost himself in this relationship, and he's trying to regain some sense of direction here. He feels like they can overcome anything together, but he definitely feels like there's something going on with a practitioner here, an occultist. Someone is here that gives guidance, and it feels like he wants to move away from that. It feels like he wants just a genuine relationship. He wants to take the brouhaha out of it. Yeah, he's taking control here. He's the emperor again, and the Three of Pentacles. So he's saying whomever this person is that's trying to give them guidance in the relationship, it feels like it could be a woman. He's saying, I don't want this person in our relationship. I want this to be between the two of us. The Two of Cups is here. Queen of Cups is here. The Ace of Swords. The Nine of Swords. This is the mental health issues with the Ace of Swords. He's saying, look, we can have a breakthrough, but I need to have control over my household. There's someone else in their relationship that she gives a lot of advice from, a lot of guidance from. And I feel like she even tries to get him to listen to this person. He doesn't want to listen to this person. He wants to be the man in a relationship. So are you saying that you are under a spell of some sort? Are you saying you are under a spell? You got the the Eight of Cups, Saturn in Pisces. We have the Six of Wands reverse, and we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, he's pushing back against it. He's willing to walk away if need be. There's someone here he may have liked at some point, but he's starting to see. He feels like he's always being watched here. There's a woman in the clouds, like a spiritual watcher. There's somebody watching him, and he wants this person out of his energy. He's standing his ground with this. He said, I don't want this person around. I don't like them any longer, and I want to move on past this. And I'm willing to walk away if I need to. So the moon is in the sky. There's a male face, a woman face inside of the moon. The woman is looking directly at the moon. You just see his side, at the man. You see his side profile with his face. It feels like she's always watching. She's always in control. It's the same woman that's in the background of the Seven of Wands. He feels like he's always being watched. There's a bird here flying. He feels like that's spiritual spying. Okay, yeah, the Eight of Wands in the World card. He's like, something has to quickly end. He sees her as the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Again, he sees her as someone who can be cold. But again, the Four of Wands is here, and then the Seven of Swords. So it feels like he wants to sneak away. He wants to figure something out. He feels like he's walking on eggshells here. Again, the Queen of Pentacles is the person preparing his food. She is the Green Witch. She is the White Witch. She is a kitchen witch. He knows that she's controlling him through the food. That's why she doesn't want anyone else cooking for him. He wants to get away. I feel like he wants to travel. I don't know if he's traveling right now. He wants to travel. He's trying to get away. He wants to get away from home. It's a temporary getaway. He doesn't want to stay forever, but he wants to get away from her. And whatever she has going on, whatever this lifestyle is that she has going on. Yeah, there are three people here. Again, it could be a third party that he may be dealing with as well, or she could. We have the moon and we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, this feels very much like he is confused. There's somebody that keeps him in a state of confusion. Emotionally, mentally. And he feels like he's at her mercy. The Five of Wands is here with the Death card. So he said, I want to fight to the death for my freedom. Okay. All right, so that is what I have for you all today. Looks like Gucci Man may be in a headspace where he's starting to see clearly that something is not right here. I don't think Keyshia Ka'oir is a bad wife, but I do believe she's into, she's into that work. He's not into that. He's definitely not into that. And he's pushing back against this other person that she has working in their relationship. Yeah, we have, look. Opposition shows up, external forces working against you, negative self-talk and doubt, spiritual attacks and warfare and bad timing. It's like these people get together when he gets out of line and they get him back on track. Okay. So it says he wants to put himself first. He's bored. That Four of Cups energy shows up again. He's bored with the way things are going. He wants to break the monotony. I just split the deck on the card that says access denied. And he wants time alone. It keeps coming out, the Hermit card. Okay, we have coming to America here, migration, immigration, repatriation, a move overseas or relocation. And he's trying to stay calm under pressure. So he does feel pressure. He feels like she's in control. And he wants to regain control over his relationship and his life. All right, y'all, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for being here with me.